Yay! How was lunch? Yay! Thanks. Yeah. I made the lemonade and coffee. Yes. So. No, I didn't make the water this time. Made the water that I used for it, though. Yep. Yes. So, we're going to do. This is a nice song. You'll Never Walk Alone. Yes. Never Walk Alone. Now, I sent this stuff to Robert yesterday, but I guess there wasn't enough time. But it'll be on Patreon, he said. I apologize. But if you can find, if anybody online, if you can find You Never Walk Alone, it's in Rodgers and Hammerstein. It's in the best songs. It's in best Broadway songs ever. You'll Never Walk Alone is a show tune from the 1945 Rodgers and Hammerstein musical Carousel. Anybody see that?
Yes.
In the second act of the musical, Nettie Fowler, the cousin of the protagonist Julie Jordan, sings You'll Never Walk Alone to comfort and encourage Julie when her husband Billy Bigelow, the male lead, stabs himself with a knife. Wow. West trying to run away from attempting a robbery with his mate Jigger and dies in her arms. Wow. The song is reprised in the final scene to encourage a graduation class of which Louise, Billy, and Julie's daughter is a member. The now invisible Billy, who has been granted the chance to return to Earth for one day in order to redeem himself, watches the ceremony and is able to silently motivate Louise and Julie to join in with the song. The song is also sung at association football clubs around the world, where it is performed by massed choruses of supporters on match day. This tradition developed at Liverpool FC after the chart successes of 1963 single of the song local Liverpool group Cary and the Pacemakers. What is Liverpool FC? Football club? Football club. I always like Liverpool. I think of it's like this pool of black, like this mucky pool, Liverpool. So we're going to be using, in the song, this guy, Cary and the Pacemakers, he has right away you can hear it's an arpeggio. Do, 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 do. An arpeggio rhythm is when they take the guitar or harp or piano and they take the chord and they roll it up and down. Instead of just hitting it, they go. Isn't that nice? Can anybody name some songs that sounds like? You'll Never Walk Alone. Yes, you got it. Well, there's a bunch of them. Yeah. Oh Holy Night, My Way, Cats, even the Sea of Love, My Way, yeah. So we're going to use Cat Memories. And it does it for you. Yes. Cat Memories. And the legend has it under ballad. Ballad. On the fanfare, if you go to Song Setup Memory from Cats, it'll give you the Cat Memories. I'm scrolling. Almost there. Cat memories. Yes. Other styles that could work would be Wonderful World, things like that. But I'm going to use cat memories. Next thing is the augmented chord. Anybody ever play an augmented chord? No, the arrow doesn't mean augmented. No, that's actually an old system we don't really do anything with. Yeah, don't worry about the arrows. That's from, it's because it's an old book. They used to give you those arrows. It's a long story, and every time I explain it, it never goes over like I think it's going to, so I'm not even going to talk about it. Just play,
Hey,
don't worry about the arrow.
going over there.
But C
Oh, yeah.
augmented, in music, sometimes they'll have a plus next to the C plus, the C augmented. But you have to play 3 notes to play it, and it really makes the song if you can get it. And what you do is you play C, E, G sharp. Augmented chord is when they take the top tone and they bring it up. Augment. Isn't that exciting? C, E, G sharp. So I was driving. I thought this was kind of cool. I was driving down 41 just by Olean. There's the McDonald's, and then there's that Baruti plastic surgery, and it said augmentation on the screen. I was like, hey. I was like, hey. And I came to work. I said, did you know? No, different thing. Oh. C augmented. And there's every chord has an augmented chord, but they all are 3. Isn't that great? So the next thing is double notes or duets. I was so excited that this song actually has them already written in little. So underneath some notes in the song, you were going to play 2 fingers at the same time, and it's great.
Is that going to be on the same keyboard or one?
Top keyboard. The chord is the C augmented's for the bottom keyboard, the chord, but the duet's U, the right hand. So like that double note duet, D, D, C, D. Here's what the... I'll hold F sharp as I go. Double notes. Now, on this song, the first page, first line, I altered it. Yes, the first 2 notes, they had C, C, C. I was like, that's boring. It goes E, D, C, and it sounds better. And then when you get to the G, you're going to put a D with the B. Isn't that neat? Then the next page, Yeah. Isn't it great? Yeah, I put, C, B flat. I just put that 7 there. Um, so I just want to show them on the screen that I have this copy that has double notes underneath some of the notes. And then on this page, there's a lot of them. But that'll be on Patreon. So I want you to, on the second page, top line, the B, see I put that special chord, D, A flat diminished, D, A flat, B. If you played the When You Wish Upon a Star, that's that same chord. We've used that chord several times. In Phantom of the Opera, I put that chord in. So that's a great chord. They had an E chord there, and it was boring. It's not mighty enough. This is the better chord. If on the okay, to make it easier, on the fourth line, second page, fourth line, second measure and third measure, I want you to tie all those E's together. Just put a hump on the top of them. So you tie the top of the E's together. You're just going to hold that E as you're doing those chords and those notes with it. So you just tie them together. No, just like this one. Here, you got it. Yeah, now you got it. It's just like this. There you go. Just tie them together. Good. All those E's. Yeah, actually, you could even do the last one too. Yeah. You're gonna tie them all together. The chords and the harmony note will hit you'll see it. It sounds great. So the diminished chord is really neat. Watch this. It really likes to go to A minor. Now, if you want to practice this song, especially the second page, just put the easy button on. The easy button, you get your chords, and then put on 4 strings. Put on some strings. That's a good way of practicing the second page. So, Cat Memories, 77. And then I'm going to put on Bank D is also symphonic. It is that's all your symphony sounds. I'm going to put on D4, which is some strings. Bank D4. Bank presets are right here, A, B, C, D, D. Or you hit the symphonic. In the Fanfare Journey, Inspire, Symphonic. Some of you both. But Bank D4 is the strings. Then I turn off this purple tab, the Theater Genius tab. I turn that off. I turn off this purple Theater Genius tab. If you probably have that. It's a detail. You don't have to, but I just hear it. I don't want it. I just hear that little viola thing in there, and I'm like, I don't want that. So it's purple. On the marquee, Grand Marquee aria, it'll look, if you see, usually you have that page up. I'm going to hit the one over on the right. It says theater on the bottom. And then I get the purple ones, and then this one right here, I'm getting rid of that. So watch this. Bank D4 puts it on. I'm going to get rid of it. Isn't that neat? So I didn't want it to be a complicated setup. It's just strings. Number 4, string D4 or symphonic 4, Cat Memories, tempo 77. 77 is very important for it to match with the song. And 4 is a light string, a higher one, so it can handle the extra notes. If you use some strings, it's too heavy and it's not good. So this works out. See? It's a higher string, so I could play in the middle of the organ. It sounds great. Watch this. I love that. Yeah, you don't. If I play it without those notes, but it's fun to try those. Did you like the way it sounded? Yeah. Yes. What was it again? First line. I hold them a lot. Yeah, that's the tech. That's probably, yes. That's the thing about these double notes. You can hold them a lot. You can hold them. You don't have to let go of them so fast. Watch this. This is going to help you guys. So I want you to sound great. So I love this. Okay, so third line, second measure into the third measure. First page, third line, second measure. I'm going to hold that D through to the next measure that says the storm. It makes it easier. You don't have to hit it again. I'm just holding the D, and then I'm adding the B flat and hitting the B flat chord, and it works. And in fact, hold the D right there with that B flat to the next D. Tie that together too. You don't even have to let it go. Just hold that D. It's a little trick. The D, we just put a tie. You tie it to the next D. We're still on the third line. First page, third line. I tied the D to the D with the B flat, and then I'm going to tie that D to the next D that says is. Just hold the D through. You don't have to let go and keep hitting it. Just hold it. You're supposed to time from the bottom. Yeah. Yep. And then tie. Okay, you can do it like that. Just. Anyway. Let me play without the double notes. Here we go. That's without those extra notes. So you just don't, yes?
I may have missed this, but in the chord, you have
that means nothing because this is from an old book and they used to try to teach. Yeah. Yeah. If I tell you, it'll be like, oh, okay. But it's, don't worry about it. I should have whited them all out, but yeah. So we need a G minor, a D minor, an A minor, A flat diminished, F minor, and C augmented. Hey, can anybody tell me what song that second page, fourth line, what song is that similar to that we did once? The E, 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 E with extra chords on top. Can anybody tell me? Love Me Tender. Love Me Tender does the same thing. Watch. In a way. But he uses E. Anyway, so what do you think so far? Okay. So when you want to do these duets or extra notes, you got to have your thumb left. You have to have your thumb available. And it looks like I'm going to be using my thumb every time. So it's no big deal, just have a thumb. It's not like we're doing 3, just 1. So when I get to that B, I'm going to go, I'm just taking these 2 fingers, and I go. I love that it goes major to minor. It's just so neat. So. Love that. Now make sure, second page, you play a C7th as your first C chord. That makes it. Because you're on an E chord, and then you go to C7th, and it's like, I love that. See, that's setting it up for the next big part. Does that make sense? C7, okay. Then I'm going to go like this. Oh, that time on the second line, the A flats, I'm using my pointer for those. Isn't that thrilling? So then when I come down, we're on the second line, second measure. Isn't that neat? If you could, I'll tell you what happens when you try to do something like this. It's like, it's a lot. It's like, but push through. Give it a shot. It makes the other stuff easy. It just makes things easier. Just like when you said, you mean I got to play 2 fingers in the left hand now? I'm just getting used to hitting the 1. Now it's like, da, 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 So 2 fingers. Now I have to play 3. So the chords that I had to think, I'm like, and then now it's like, same thing. You just get used to it. Okay, so same thing with this. So when you play, that's how you get your touch, because you're forming the next chord. So this is what it will look like. How about when I'm working with somebody, take their hand, they bring it down to the chord, hit the chord, it's like, no. But anyway. Now watch this. Hold this and then, look at that. And then from then on is the big build-up part. I did it. So this is the beginning to that. Yes, now the 4th line, let's break that. Well, the 3rd line is just, and then getting that. So the augmented chord, listen to how many things have augmented chords. Danny Boy has it. There's the augmented chord in there. So it's the augmented chord. Yay. Okay, so that one's not bad. Now the 4th line of the 2nd page. So you may do this. And then, now what's interesting about this harmony note, the G is part of the C chord. It's just a C chord, G, E. The sharp, there's the G sharp. Well, we're playing it in the left hand too. Then the A minor, and then a C7th, and then a G. that neat? Now, when you get to the end of the fourth line, hit and hold fill, where it says alone. After you hit the G and the E and the D and the B, hit the fill and hold it until you get to the last line, because it does a big buildup. Wrong button. Isn't that neat? Okay, so. Okay, and then we make it to the last line. Yes. You excited about it? Go home and try it, yes. Any questions about that? What I'm doing to show you, I'm maneuvering my hand for my next move. I'm going like this. I'm just bringing my hand. No, it's a tie. Tie. Yeah, then what I did is, the guy, Jerry, the pacemakers, what he did was he made it to the first, I made that first and second inning. Isn't that neat? So you go in there, you hit the C, then you hit a G, but wait a little bit longer and time it so that you come in the B. You go back to the third line. You go B, C. So I don't have the correct beats there, but just got to wing it. B, C, fake it. Yeah, wing it. So here we go. I'm on the fourth line. Let go. Here we go. Calmly fade out with your foot. So let's try it, different instruments. Now, I'm not going to do an actual note chord to start it. I'm just going to start with the right hand. Da, da, and then I start it. No intro. You just go up 77. And he does it in C. He doesn't, we don't transpose, no transpose. So I remember I'd come up with something. Is it over? Oh, okay. I come up with something about music. And I always felt like there was other players, they always knew more than me because they went to school for it and stuff, and I wanted to know more. But I was able to play better. I was faster. But I always learned this. There's, like, if you look and say, oh, okay, well, the chords, it's C, E, G, and I'll try to figure it out in your mind. Here it is. Here's the first step. It's already written out. The second part, I remember that I came up with a term. There's knowing it, and then there's being able to do it. So that's why I gave you all these finger exercises. If you work on this, your hand all of a sudden gets better. You don't have to understand it musically, the theory part. Just get the hand to be able to do it. And you'll be surprised. It starts working better. It works better because you're adding in that extra thing. Trust me, it's going to be great. I was very excited about this one. So we got one song. It was mostly the background. A lot about the background, staying with the background. And this one is the background, but also you and your harmony notes. I'm excited. Yay! So two totally different things today. Did you enjoy it? Yes. Okay. Want it?
That was beautiful.